Good morning. So we had quite a few of you implement that new functionality native in Salesforce. You're just taking advantage of some of the tools and features that are available to you already. But the last video we did, which allows your user to attach a file, not an attachment, but a file to, say, an expense record from their phone. So watch that video if you haven't. But some of you ran into trouble doing that. And when I implemented it for some other clients, I ran into the same issues. And so I thought I'd review what those are. Of course, Salesforce is this very technical ecosystem. And to take advantage of some functions, if you've had Salesforce for a long time, you have not an older version of Salesforce, but you have features and functions that you would have had to turn on along the way. Remember, Salesforce has 3 releases a year. Wild things are coming on board and changing, and so to take advantage of that files button that we should have available when we're in a page layout, you have to have chatter enabled. Now, if you're a customer of Able Cloud, you know I have not been a huge fan of chatter. It has not been appropriate for some of my customers. It is a wonderful fit for some, but not all. So unfortunately, to get that files button to even be visible, you need to enable chatter. The good thing is that these days when you enable chatter, you have a lot more control over what your users get, the emails they receive for chatter posts, all that kind of stuff. So you don't technically need to use chatter when you enable it. You can just have it enabled and kind of in the background. The other thing we needed to do were to set some, just check some boxes for some settings and setup so that even if you're in Classic, even if you're using attachments, you could still take advantage of this files functionality. So I'm going to review what those are now really, really quick. Try and make this video 2 minutes or less. I'm just going to click on Setup. And I know if you wonder why I'm still on Classic and not Lightning, there's a story behind that in the other video. Let's see. The first thing we want to do is under Quick Find and Setup is just type chatter. And under your chatter settings, your setup is going to look different if you've transitioned to Lightning, but you should still be able to just click and search for chatter. You want to have chatter enabled. You want to make sure that there's a thing on here. Oh, here it is. Actions and Publisher. You definitely want to have that checked. So even if you had chatter enabled and you weren't seeing that files button, that might be why. So check that box. And the rest I think is pretty much optional. And so for those of you who maybe need just a memory jogger about where is she talking about this page layout, let me go to my custom object. As a memory jogger, I'll go to my time and expenses object, which is maybe what you guys have. If I go to a page layout, what we're looking for to be able to add to the page layout is under Salesforce Mobile and Lightning Experience Actions. And if you click on that, and the buttons that are available to you are up here. See where my mouse is? If you didn't even see that files button, which I've already dragged down here, it's my first button, that would be why it wasn't present, is because chatter wasn't enabled. Or some other settings here. I'm just going to put in files. Under Salesforce Files, Settings, General Settings, you may want to, and I should probably have this checked because I'm definitely going to be transitioning to Lightning soon. Check the box for files uploaded to attachments related lists on records are uploaded as Salesforce files, not as attachments. What this does is for those of us that are still in Classic, that still use notes and attachments, from the point that you check this box and save it, from that point forward, your users, when they attach a file to attachments, it's actually saved as a file. And I know it sounds like semantics, but when you go to transition to Lightning, you will have to use an app. Salesforce has a free one. There's other free ones out there by developers that are a little more comprehensive, a little more sophisticated. But all of your attachments, so that you don't lose them when you convert to Lightning, you'll have to use that app, and it converts the old attachments to files. So that this'll, by checking this box, it'll just minimize that effort when you do finally convert to Lightning, if you do. And I'm gonna check enable sync files. That's another video blog thing for another day, but I'm gonna check it now. No harm in doing so. And if you still don't see that files button on your page layout to be able to drag that down into the Salesforce mobile and Lightning actions area, then definitely submit a case to Salesforce and ask them why, or call me. I'm happy to help. You can submit a case by clicking on help and training. If you've never been here, I should be timing this. Oh, I missed 6 minutes. Definitely not a 2-minute video. If you've never been in help and training, you want to go under contact support, and there you could submit a help desk ticket. So, all right, bye. Bye for now.